Warning. This game is rated M for mature. This game involves acts of a violent nature, sensitive topics around sexual themes, and a very annoying talking bear. Viewer discretion is advised.
We will now hold a meeting on our investigation of the serial kidnapping/murder case here in Inaba.
Should we be saying this out loud in a crowd of... Do you know what? Never mind. I don't think anyone actually pays attention.
Dude, take a breath.
Oh, then does that make this place our special headquarters?
Yes, exactly. Nicely put, Yukiko.
Special headquarters. That does have a nice ring to it.
I wonder if we have this table reserved. Because we keep coming to this exact table.
Anyways, as for what was on last night...
Okay. I'm not even gonna ask if anyone watched, because I'm gonna assume everyone did. Who was that?
I saw it too. I couldn't get a good view of the person's face, but it was a guy, wasn't it?
You told everyone that you saw someone who looked like a high schooler.
So that's how I looked on TV.
Let's just go with that, yes.
Wait a moment. Didn't all the victims have one thing in common? That they were females with ties to the first incident?
That's what we thought, but we still don't know who exactly we saw.
In my case, the image on the Midnight Channel changed after I was kidnapped, right?
Yeah, the screen got clear all of a sudden, and the program looked like some low-budget TV show. Come to think of it, maybe Teddy was right. Maybe we were seeing the other Yukiko from that world.
But last night, we couldn't clearly see whoever it was. Could that mean he isn't inside the TV yet? If so, then...
Okay, so I'm gonna chime in right now, since I have the time for it. So, it's a good time to point out that, we basically are, we as the player are completely under the assumption that it is definitely Kanji, because he was on the TV just before he showed up on the Midnight Channel. And if you're paying attention, you're like, yeah, we already kind of know who he is, because he's a character that has a portrait, so he's going to be important, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, I think overall, I feel like that's sort of the point, is that the player is supposed to get that really quickly, because you start noticing at around this point the actual connection between all of them, which is gonna probably be brought up later. I don't want to just spoil it right now. I'm gonna wait for the game to figure it out, because the character who kind of brings it up kind of was like, man, I thought you guys were intelligent.
I think that's safe to assume. If we can figure out who he is, can we prevent him from being taken?
Yeah, and if all goes well, we might catch the killer in the bargain. But to do that, we need to know who the latest Midnight Channel star is. I hate to say it, but I guess we'll have to wait another night and see what happens.
Well, that means if my deductions are correct, though the image was hard to make out, and we can't say for sure who it was definitely a young male. But if that's the case, it goes entirely against our prior assumptions. Since we cannot identify the person at this time, we have no choice but to wait and see what happens.
That's exactly what we just said.
Shut up!
Chie, trying to take control of the situation, I see.
You're so funny, Chie!
Shut up, it is an endearing character trait.
Oh no! My funny bone! Not again. Sorry.
This is how Yukiko really is, huh? Who'd have thought?
By the way, about that guy we saw, I get the feeling I've seen him before. Pretty recently, too.
Oh, you too? Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing since last night. Well, let's check the TV again tonight and think about it more tomorrow.
When are you gonna stop that, you crazy hyena?
That's a good one, Chie.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. So you're home. It's a bad influence on Nanako. What? What do you mean? Biker gangs. Those words sound kind of cool together. Oh. Yeah, I could see why that'd be worrying. It's raining tonight. You should check on the Midnight Channel again. Yeah, sure. The figure appeared, but is doing something interesting. The image is unfocused, but you feel like you've seen it before.
Did you see that?
Yeah. It might be Kanji Tatsumi.
Yeah, I think so too. I knew I saw him somewhere. It was on TV. He was on that special news report. He's one scary dude. He was even yelling at the camera to get bent.
Yeah, he does that.
Alright, so we finally have a lead. Let's all get together tomorrow, okay? Oh, I almost forgot. It's kind of off subject, but as long as you're on the line, mind if I ask something?
Yeah?
It's something I've been meaning to ask for a while. So, what do you think about Yukiko and Chie? I mean, let's not mince words. Which one's your type? Kinda harsh, don't you think?
Okay. So, how does that raise my courage? Just gonna say right now, it's like, Yosuke, I have no strong opinions of the girls that we are hanging out with. It's like, man, you must be really strong-willed. No, I just have no type. Oh, you're weird. You know.
Well, I kinda understand. They're great girls, but you saw their ugly sides right off, and I guess your first impression is the one that sticks. Hey, but don't worry. This is just between you and me, okay? See you tomorrow.
Yeah. I guess. See you tomorrow, I guess.